What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jeremy One Sosa, aka Sith Lord Zeke. Man, Master Duel has finally released. I'm sorry I didn't really post on the day of the release, but um, here we have a pretty much rogue strategy deck that I like to play, which is Cold Talkers. Cold Talkers being the second, or not really the second favorite deck of mine, which is Synchrons. Synchrons I originally came into the game playing. But we just eventually switched over to Code Talkers because for sync runs, for me, I feel like we don't really have the extenders that we need for the deck. In Synchro Overtake and other cards as well, which is Starter Sync Run. Those cards didn't really come in the game just yet. So I decided to go with another deck that I kind of know. So I kind of know about which is Cold Talkers. I was originally gonna start the game playing Drytrons, but I decided I didn't want to go with a strategy that's like top tier. I wanted to go with more so of a rogue strategy because I want to challenge myself. I didn't want to. I didn't want like easy gameplay, if you will, or like Shaddolls or anything like that. I more so wanted to kind of go against the meta. So a lot of people are playing like Drytrons, Tri Brigades, and Shaddolls, and you know, just like decks that are like really really good. So I want to go with a strategy that's still really good, but more so rogue. So we have Cold Talkers here. Um, and to start it off, we have Dot Scaper. We have four Mud Skipper. We have three Microcoders. We have the one Maxi, one Link Infra Flyer, which is our extender. We have Nightmare Corrupt the Ibli. This is our normal summon in the deck. We have three Ash Blossom, of course, to stop our opponents because Maxi is a thing in Master Duel. Um, then we have a backup secretary. This is another extender in the deck, as well as Sea Archiver. Then we have the code generator. I'm not playing code radiator, but I'm thinking about putting it into the deck because code radiator's effect comes up a lot from what I've seen in a lot of duels, especially going second in this deck. I think that it's uh, a good bait on a negate. Because if you use Cold Radiator with a monster, you can actually negate a monster your opponent controls. So that's like an instant negate. So let's continue with the list. We have Cyber's Gadget. Cyber's Gadget is a good normal summon in the deck, as well as the three Lady Debug being our best normal summon in the deck. All right, and then we have Scriptron. Scriptron is an extender as well as Parallel Exceed. We run the two Parallel Exceed. We got Gachiri at Ignister at 1. This card makes your excess Cold Talker unaffected, I believe, until your opponent's in turn. And then we have the Regeki. We have the one Regeki. We have Monster Reborn, 2 Sidenet Mining. We have Lightning Storm. We have Solomon Great Sanctuary. This card combos with your Solomon Great Balinks and your Ibli to keep your opponent from special summoning monsters on their field. And then when they try to crash the Ibli, you could just reduce the attack of your Solomon Great Balinks to 0. And then 0 plus 0, I mean, it doesn't do anything. If anything, you'll gain life points. From Solomon Great Balinks attack, which would probably be, if it's co-linked, it'll probably be 1,000. So you'll probably gain 1,000 life points, if anything. And then we have the Sidenet Optimization. This is your additional normal summon, as well as it makes your monsters unaffected by your opponent's card effects until the end of the battle phase. And then we have the Sidenet Kodak. This card is an insanely searcher. We run it at 2 because it's searchable by microcoder, and then on top of that, this card, for every attribute that you summon that turn, you get to search your deck for that attribute. So if you summon a Code Talker, it has to be a Code Talker. If you summon it and it's a attribute, if the attribute is water, then you search a water monster. And the same goes for the rest of them. If you summon a dark, you search a dark monster. All right, and then we have the Forbidden Droplets for going second. This deck, you mainly want to prepare for going second with this deck, because this deck really struggles with that. And there are cards that I'm missing in this deck that I haven't gotten yet. We need Nibiru, I need Nibiru, and we need Infinite Impermanence as well as Crossout Designator. So those cards are going second cards that we need in this deck. We have the one Recoded Alive. I'm thinking about taking this card out because it's a good card, but it's not. I mean, it's a brick turn one because it requires setup, which is the setup is not really hard, but you just don't want to see this going turn one. You more so want to see your I mean going turn two. You more so want to see your forbidden droplets or like your infinite impermanence. Maybe even max C. And we have the two side net conflict. This card is your Omni Negate for the deck. It's searchable by Coder. So yeah, this card is. I even thought about running at 3, but I think 2 is okay. There's an Exceed monster that actually goes with this deck that can actually add the card back from the graveyard back to your hand. So after you use them, you can pretty much place it on the field. But I haven't found a way to like really implement him yet because I'm still learning the deck some more. There's a lot of Cyber's cards that I haven't really tested yet, and so we pretty much just hit plat off of like learning certain combos and stuff like that, and really just like just more so skill based and a lot of going first. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. In some games I have going second, but all right. So let's go off to the extra deck. We have Link Karibo. All right, so let's go off to the extra deck. We have Link Karibo. We have Talkback Lancer. We have two Solomon Great Baylinks. We have Code Talker. We have Update Jammer. We have the Code Talker Inverted. We have Splash Mage. We have Decode Talker. I'm thinking about taking Decode Talker out because I haven't really found like use for his effect, and then sometimes it's hard to like link him, like co-link him sometimes because of the way that the combo goes. You would have to like really find a way to kind of put him into the co-linking of the monsters that's already on the field on the following turn. So he's more of like a follow-up, I would say. And then Xcode Talker we have, and then we have two Transcode Talkers. This card is your best besides XS Code Talker. This card is like your best card in the extra deck, in my opinion. And then we have Shooting Code Talker. This card is a beast in my opinion because I think that for each let me see, at the start of this card reads at the start of the battle phase, you can activate this effect. This battle phase, this card can make attacks on your opponent's monsters up to the number of monsters this card currently points to +1. But this turn, when it attacks your opponent, only monsters this card loses 400 attack doing that damage calculation only. At the end of each battle phase, you could draw cards equal to the number of monsters this card destroyed by battle this turn. So if you attack into your opponent, 3 times, you draw 3 cards at the end of the battle phase. This card, it seems kind of weak, and I guess it's a normal rating type of card because its effect is it's just like attacking to your opponent, and then you draw cards. But what makes this card significantly better is Transcode Talker. If you have this card linked to Transcode Talker, it basically has protection, so your opponent can't target it because of Transcode Talker. So if you basically combo this with Transcode Talker and you have side net optimization on the field as well, like this card just becomes even better, and then you draw cards, like I say, plus for the number of monsters that you destroy. So this card can help put you at an advantage into the game, especially if it's like a grind game. And then we have the Firewall Dragon, and we have XS Code Talker. Firewall Dragon is a once while face up on the field, so you want to be careful when you use his effect. And then he normal summons. He actually on the destruction of a Code Talker, he normal summons. He extends onto the field from your hand a monster. So basically, what would happen is once you co-link all of your monsters, and you get Talkback Lancer onto the field. Talkback Lancer can destroy a monster on the field, and then it could summon a Cold Talker from the graveyard onto the field, and so that would trigger Firewall Dragon to summon onto the field. And you'd be surprised that this card actually comes up. It actually does come up because you co-link, you actually U-link your opponent with this deck. So it kind of makes it to where your opponent can't summon because with the U-link and X Code Talker, you block two. You can like the way I do it, you can kind of block two zones, and then you have Ibli on the field, and then your opponent is, like I say, he's U-linked, so he can't really summon too many monsters onto the field unless he kind of breaks your board. All right, and then we have the excess Code Talker as well. So you know what this guy does. Comboed with Gachiri at Ignister, he's just unaffected. He's just like a towers onto the field. So, and then he just pops a card. Like you have so many monsters into the graveyard, link monsters into the graveyard, that he just gets so many pops, and then the pops are like non-targeting. So I mean, he's crazy, you know. All right, so let's go off to a duel. All right, so all right. All right, so here we started out with Lightning Storm. We have Monster Reborn. We have Scriptron. We have Nightmare Corrupted Ibli, and we have a Microcoder. Our opponent's gonna start out with a Lady Debug. He's going to, what did he search? He searched Solomon Great Gazelle. He's gonna activate the Solomon Great Sanctuary onto the field, attributing extra linking the Solomon Great Baylinks. And then he's going to activate the Gazelle, summoning it to the field as an extender. Then he's going to activate from the Jaguar from the graveyard, sending back a monster, I believe. That's what it does. Or a spell or trap, I think. I can't remember what it does. He's going to summon out the Code Talker Inverted. He's going to link them off to a Boral Load Dragon. With a set card, he's going to end his turn. All right, so we're going to draw into a microcoder, second microcoder. We're going to activate the Lightning Storm, which is unfortunate because now we just, I want to say minus for no reason. But no, we had to get it off the field for what's to come, you know. So, all right, so we're going to use Monster Reborn. We're going to grab the Lady Debug ourselves. All right, and then he's going to activate, what was that he activated? Freaking... Drolling Lockbird. All right. And then we're going to summon the transcode target to the field. So he pretty much stopped our play with the microcoder. We can't search the SideNet codec. But we're going to go into our Ibli play. And boom, we're going to summon the transcode target. We're still going to just like pretty much pop off as much as we can. All right. So we're going to summon the Xcode target. All right. So we co-linked and we're going to use... We're going to use Xcode Target's effect to block off two of the zones that his monster points to. His monster points down right and down left. So we're going to block that off. All right. Preventing our opponent. And then we pretty much climb over him with 3,300 because we're co-linked to two monsters right here. So we gain 1,000. Or we're pointing to two monsters. I'm sorry. We're co-linked to one and we're pointing to two. Alright, so our opponent's going to summon the Solomon Great Foxy. And just remember that Xcode Talker is pretty much protected by Transcode Talker here. So our opponent can't really target him. Alright, so he's going to summon the Jaguar and summon out the Solomon Great Heat Leo. Alright, now I believe Heat Leo points... Yeah, so these zones that he needs to summon to, I believe we blocked them off. So we preemptively just pretty much stopped our opponent's plays. Boom, he's going to extra link into another Heat Leo. But I mean, I don't believe there's nothing that he can do at this point. All right. So we're blocking this zone, and then he has to summon here, and then we block these two zones that his monster points to. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much a replay. Yeah, man, you guys let me know what you think. I'll come with more replays as well. I'm still learning the deck, like I say. Um, but yeah, man, it's your boy Jeremy One Sosa. I'll probably do another video on like how the shop works, I guess. But yeah, man, I mean, I just been so busy with like trying to understand like the in game, like everything that works, how it works in game. So, but yeah, guys, I'm definitely coming up with more videos. Let me know what you think of this down below, you guys. What decks are you guys playing? Comment down below what you guys decided to start off Master Duel with yourself. Yeah, man. Like I say, this is your boy Jeremy One Sosa, aka Sith Lord Zeke, man, and I'm out, man. This is my transcode talker list, man. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below. Yeah, you guys, I appreciate you all support, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace.